Javier Brandao from Panama is P6. Luke Bittenbinder is P7. SRS TV entering the pits is P24. Alex Nelson is first.
Let's go racing, boys!
Ethan Dean is P2. Axel Quiroz is third. Ethan Dean in Castrol Edge is second. James Leader is third. Ethan Dean is second. James Leader is third. Ethan Dean in Remus is P2. James Leader is P3. Ethan Dean is P2. James Leader is P3. Ethan Dean in Rock is P2. James Leader is third. Ethan Dean is second. James Leader in Pirelli is third. Ethan Dean in WA1 Ford RTH is P2. Vicente da Silva in WA1 Ford RTH is P6. Pablo Romati is P7. Ethan Dean is second. Vicente da Silva in Rindt is P6. Pablo Romati is 7th. Vicente da Silva in Red Bull Mobile is 6th. James Leader is P3, 0.7 behind Ethan Dean. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Pablo Romati. James Leader is P3, 0.7 behind Ethan Dean. Pablo Romati is P7, 0.3 behind Vicente da Silva. John Galambos exiting pits. Ethan Dean is second. Pablo Romati in Remus is 7, 0.4 behind Vicente da Silva. James Leader is P3, 0.7 behind Ethan Dean. Pablo Romati is P7, 0.3 behind Vicente da Silva. Scott Warner in Rock is P8, 0.7 behind Pablo Romati. James Leader on lap 2 is third, 0.6 behind Ethan Dean. Vicente da Silva in Pirelli is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Pablo Romati. Pablo Romati in WA1 Ford RTH is P7, 0.3 behind Vicente da Silva. Nick Barnick in WA1 Ford RTH is 10, 0.4 behind Derek Abrego. Vicente da Silva in Rindt is 6th, 0.6 ahead of Pablo Romati. Pablo Romati in Red Bull Mobile is 7th, 0.7 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva is P6, 0.3 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva is now 5th. Pablo Romati is P6. Scott Warner in Castrol Edge is 8th, 0.4 behind Alex Nelson. Pablo Romati is 6th, 0.6 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva is 5th, 0.6 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Nick Barnick in Remus is P10, 0.4 behind Derek Abrego. Kit Riesick from United States in Remus is P14, 0.2 ahead of James Hendry. Vicente da Silva in Rock is P5, 0.4 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Nick Barnick in Rock is P10, 0.5 behind Derek Abrego. Vicente da Silva in Pirelli is P5, 0.6 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson is 7th, 0.6 behind Pablo Rome. Vicente da Silva is 5th, 0.6 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson is P7, 0.5 behind Pablo Rome. Vicente da Silva is 5th, 0.4 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson in Red Bull Mobile is 7th, 0.6 behind Pablo Rome. Vicente da Silva on lap 4 is 5th, 0.3 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson in Castrol Edge is 7th, 0.3 behind Pablo Rome. Vicente da Silva is 5th, 0.5 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson on lap 4 is 7th battling Pablo Rome. Vicente da Silva in Remus is P5, 0.2 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Rome on lap 4 is 7th, 0.4 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva is P5, 0.7 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Rome in Rock is P7, 0.4 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva is P5, 0.6 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Rome in Pirelli is P7, 0.4 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva in WA1 Ford RTH is 5th, 0.6 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Rome is 7th, 0.7 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva is P5, 0.5 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Rome in Red is P7, 0.7 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva is 5th, 0.6 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Kit Riesick is 15th, 0.7 behind James Pendry. Alex Nelson in Castrol Edge is 6th, 0.4 behind Vicente da Silva. Emiliano Videla from Argentina is P12. Alex Nelson from United States is 6th, 0.5 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva in Remus is 5th. Alex Nelson in Remus is P6, 0.6 behind Vicente da Silva. Emiliano Videla in Remus is P12, 0.5 behind Nick Barnett. Vicente da Silva is 5th, 0.2 ahead of Alex Nelson. Alex Nelson is P6, 0.3 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva in Pirelli is P5, 0.2 ahead of Alex Nelson. Alex Nelson is 6th, 0.3 behind Vicente da Silva. Javier Brandao in Pirelli on lap 5 is 13th, 0.4 behind Emiliano Videla. Alex Nelson from United States is P6, 0.1 behind Vicente da Silva. Javier Brandao is P13. Vicente da Silva in Red Bull Mobile is P6, 0.1 behind Alex Nelson. Javier Brandao in Rent is 13th. Vicente da Silva is 6th. Javier Brandao is 13th, 0.4 behind Emiliano Videla. Vicente da Silva is P6, 0.5 behind Alex Nelson. Javier Brandao in Castrol Edge is P13, 0.3 behind Emiliano Videla. Javier Brandao passed Emiliano Videla for P12. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.7 behind Alex Nelson. Ramiro Dominguez is P15, 0.6 behind James Pendry. Alex Nelson in Rock is P5, 0.6 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Vicente da Silva is 6, 0.6 behind Alex Nelson. Ramiro Dominguez is 15. Vicente da Silva in Pirelli is 6, 0.7 behind Alex Nelson. Alex Nelson is 5th, 0.7 ahead of Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva is P6, 0.7 behind Alex Nelson. Alex Nelson in Rinth on lap 6 is P5, 0.5 ahead of Vicente da Silva. James Pendry from United Kingdom in WA1 Ford RTH on lap 6 is 14, 0.2 behind Ramiro Dominguez. Alex Nelson is P5, 0.2 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Luis Enrique Catano is P9, 0.6 behind Scott Warner. Alex Nelson on lap 7 is 5th, 0.1 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Luis Enrique Catano is 9, 0.4 behind Scott Warner. Alex Nelson from United States in Remus is P5, 0.3 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Luis Enrique Catano in Remus is 9, 0.3 behind Scott Warner. Alex Nelson is P5, 0.3 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Luis Enrique Catano is P9, 0.5 behind Scott Warner. Alex Nelson is P5, 0.2 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Luis Enrique Catano on lap 7 is P9, 0.5 behind Scott Warner. Alex Nelson in WA1 Ford RTH is P5, 0.2 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Vicente da Silva is P6, 0.7 behind Alex Nelson. Alex Nelson in Rinth is 5th. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.5 behind Alex Nelson. Alex Nelson is P5, 0.1 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Luke Bittenbinder is P5 battling Alex Nelson. Alex Nelson in Castrol Edge is 5th battling Luke Bittenbinder. Luke Bittenbinder in Castrol Edge on lap 8 is P5, 0.1 ahead of Vicente da Silva. Luke Bittenbinder lost P5 to Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva is 5th, 0.1 ahead of Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Romati in Remus on lap 8 is P7, 0.5 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva is P6, 0.4 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Romati is 7th, 0.4 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva in Rock is P6. Pablo Romati is P7, 0.6 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva in Pirelli is P6, 0.3 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Romati in WA1 Ford RTH is 7th. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.4 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Romati is 7th, 0.5 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva in Rinth is 6th. Pablo Romati in Red Bull Mobile is P7, 0.4 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva is P6, 0.4 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Romati is 7th, 0.5 behind Vicente da Silva. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.5 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson is P4, 0.7 behind Axel Quiroz. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.3 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson is 4th, 0.3 behind Axel Quiroz. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.4 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Alex Nelson is 4th, 0.2 behind Axel Quiroz. Vicente da Silva in Rock on lap 9 is P6, 0.4 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Axel Quiroz in Pirelli is 4th. Vicente da Silva in Pirelli is P6. Axel Quiroz in WA1 4th RTH is 4th, 0.4 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva is P6. Axel Quiroz is 4th, 0.6 behind Alex Nelson. Vicente da Silva in Rindt is 6th, 0.2 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Romani in Red Bull Mobile is P6, 0.2 ahead of Vicente da Silva. Nick Barnick in Rindt is P11, 0.3 behind Derek Abrego. Pablo Romani is P7, 0.4 behind Vicente da Silva. Nick Barnick is P11, 0.3 behind Derek Abrego. Pablo Romani is 7th, 0.4 behind Vicente da Silva. Axel Quiroz in Remus is P4. Vicente da Silva in Remus is P6, 0.5 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Pablo Romani is 7th, 0.3 behind Vicente da Silva. Derek Abrego from Panama in Remus is 11th, 0.1 behind Nick Barnick. Pablo Romani in Rock is P7, 0.2 behind Vicente da Silva. Derek Abrego is 11th, 0.6 behind Nick Barnick. Vicente da Silva in Pirelli is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Pablo Romani. Pablo Romani in WA1 4th RTH is P7. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.2 behind Luke Bittenbinder. Derek Abrego is 11th, 0.7 behind Nick Barnick. Vicente da Silva in Rindt is 6th. Pablo Romani in Red Bull Mobile is P7, 0.5 behind Vicente da Silva. Pablo Romani is now P6. Derek Abrego is P11. Pablo Romani is 6th, 0.3 behind Vicente da Silva. Derek Abrego is 11th, 0.6 behind Nick Barnick. Pablo Romani is 6th, 0.1 behind Vicente da Silva. Luis Enrique Catano is P9, 0.6 behind Scott Warner. Vicente da Silva in Remus is P6, 0.6 behind Pablo Romani. Luis Enrique Catano is 9th. Vicente da Silva on lap 11 is 6th, 0.3 behind Pablo Romani. Gordon Jacobson from United States is P21, 0.4 ahead of John Galambos. Vicente da Silva on lap 11 is 6th, 0.1 behind Pablo Romani. Luis Enrique Catano in Rock on lap 11 is 9th, 0.7 behind Scott Warner. Vicente da Silva in WA1 4th RTH is 6th. Luis Enrique Catano in Pirelli is 9th, 0.6 behind Scott Warner. Alex Nelson in Red Bull Mobile is 3rd. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.2 behind Pablo Romani. Luis Enrique Catano is P9, 0.4 behind Scott Warner. Alex Nelson in Castrol Edge is P3. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.3 behind Pablo Romani. Alex Nelson is P3, 0.7 behind James Leader. Vicente da Silva is 6th, 0.2 behind Pablo Romani. Alex Alex Nelson from United States in Remus is third, 0.7 behind James Leader. Vicente da Silva in Remus on lap 12 is P6, 0.4 behind Pablo Romig. Alex Nelson in Rock is third, 0.4 behind James Leader. Vicente da Silva is P6, 0.4 behind Pablo Romig. Alex Nelson is third, 0.5 behind James Leader. Vicente da Silva is sixth, 0.3 behind Pablo Romig. Alex Nelson in WA1 4th RTH is P3, 0.4 behind James Leader. The leader has just finished the race. Ethan Dean finished first. Anthony White finished P23. James Leader finished P2. Alex Nelson finished P3. Axel Quiroz finished 4th. Pablo Romig finished P5. Vicente da Silva finished 6th. Luis Enrique Catano finished P7. Scott Warner finished P8. Nick Barnick finished P9. Derek Abrego finished P10. Javier Pradeo finished P11. Don Debian finished 12th. Ramiro Dominguez finished P13. Kit Risick finished 15th. James Pendry finished 14th. Emiliano Vidello finished 16th. Ricky Vaughn finished 17th. Iavabas finished 18th. Vladimir Pedotov finished